The first official trailer for the Super Mario Bros. Movie has launched, and it's on like Donkey Kong. This trailer has so much to break down, and you definitely miss some Easter eggs, references, and hidden details, so let's get started. We open in darkness, but soon a clearly nervous Mario walks out into the light. Did you notice that the music cue sounds exactly like the music from the end of the teaser trailer? It's almost as if we're continuing on from where we left off. As Mario and our eyes adjust, it looks like we're in some sort of Coliseum setting with various floating platforms. If this ain't shades of the Super Smash Bros. Video game series, I don't know what is. So there's definitely some hardcore hand-to-hand combat in our future, maybe even sooner than we think. Suddenly, thump thump, two heavy, huge, hairy hands pound down in the foreground, making for a super tiny Mario in the distance. There's no denying this primate, Donkey Kong, Mario's oldest adversary. Kind of. Did you know that Donkey Kong predates even the original Mario Bros. Video game? It debuted back in 1981. In that game, Mario was known simply as Jumpman. To hammer this reference home, you can see that the metal beam DK and Mario are perched on is the same design as the platforms in the original Donkey Kong game. Look closely, and you'll also see some barrels and a ladder from the original arcade. Mario has every right to be scared, but he's manning up. "Alright," he says in Chris Pratt's voice, "let's-a go." The two legends clash, at which point Donkey Kong proceeds to slap Mario around every which way but loose. Toad, Princess Peach, and the real original Donkey Kong, King Cranky Kong, wince at the beating Mario is taking. Mamma mia! By the way, Cranky and Toad are voiced by comedian extraordinaires Fred Armisen and Keegan-Michael Key. We'll get to Princess Peach real soon. Cue the logo screens. Nintendo and Illumination Studios, of course. The house that Minions built. Next, we see Bowser. No grand entrance like in the teaser, this time it's down to business. And that business is shaking down poor old Luigi, voiced by Charlie Day. Is Luigi under some sort of magic spell, hovering there all helpless? Is this the work of Kamek, aka Magic Koopa? Bowser tells Luigi he's about to rule the world, while we're given a sweeping shot of the humongous horde under his command. Look at all those Koopa Troopas and Goombas, a Piranha Plant, Shy Guy, a Sniffit. Is that big guy with a helmet a Hammer Brother? No, he's bigger than the others, so he's gotta be a Sledge Brother. There's a Bob-omb, those flying things. Are we looking at straight-up old-school fighter flies from the original Mario Brothers? Or maybe swoopers? What an army! They look like they mean business. But Bowser tells Luigi that there's one problem. Cue the shot of Mario and Toad hopping their way to Princess Peach's castle. Remember this shot from the teaser? Bowser tortures Luigi by pulling on a mustache hair in order to get some answers, but what's really interesting are the shots in between of Mario doing actual plumber work. I don't think I've seen that since the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, a show that was a mix of live-action sketches and animated stories featuring Mario and Luigi. Finally, we get a shot of the two Mario brothers together. Do you think they spend the bulk of the movie apart? Just like with the Ice Castle in the teaser, and just like I figured, Bowser's flying island descends upon Princess Peach's kingdom. Call me crazy, but does it look like that thing's an upside-down mountain? To hit my point home, let's flip that shot over. The little islets of fire not connected to the Bowser figurehead kinda look like they're the tops of little faces, don't you think? Eyes and noses? Is there something to that, you think? Finally, we get to hear Princess Peach, voiced by Anya Taylor-Joy for the very first time. And I think it's safe to say I had the wrong impression with the teaser trailer. This ain't your daddy's Princess Peach, who was so easily snatched up and moved from castle to castle. Look at the way she takes up that halberd axe, and listen to the intensity when she tells the Toads they're gonna stop that monster, meaning Bowser. I might actually be more afraid of her. Also, did you happen to notice that jumpsuit she's wearing? In case you don't, we'll tell you at the end of this video. That's right, there's an Easter egg hidden in the Easter egg breakdown. Haha. But see if you can guess for yourself before we get there. By the way, in the shot where Peach and Toad head out to face Bowser's flying fortress, did you happen to catch a glimpse at some striped bell-shaped trees? They're a hidden Easter egg. Super Bell trees first featured in Super Mario 3D World. In the game, they were yellow and orange, and when you jumped on them, they'd make a ringing sound. Often, they'd also drop a Super Bell which would give Mario a cat suit. Did you also happen to catch the quick shot of the Toads surrounding a map? This must be the world that Mario and Luigi have been transported to. It looks like we've got the Mushroom Kingdom in the bottom left quadrant. Just above the Mushroom Kingdom is a desert island. Could this be Sarasa-land? Talk about a deep dive! This island made its debut on the monochrome Game Boy release, Super Mario Land, back in 1989. and introduced gamers to Princess Daisy. Does she make an appearance in the movie? Well, currently, according to IMDb's full cast and crew, that's a resounding negatory. Still, if it's not on IMDb, that doesn't mean anything. Remember in our Rise of Gru trailer video, we knew RZA was in the movie, we just didn't know how yet. Next to the desert island is Kong Island. You can tell by the gorilla waterfall. Did you know that you can see this waterfall at Super Nintendo World in the Universal Studios Japan theme park? Don't have the dough for international travel? Don't worry, Universal plans to bring the park stateside in both the Orlando and Hollywood locations real soon. To the right of Mushroom Island is an island with steep, colorful mountains that kinda look like the mountains from the video game Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island. Finally, we have two land masses consumed by fire. On the right, if you look close, you can see that the southeast side of the island is made up of ice. You're looking at what's left of the Penguin Ice Kingdom that we saw attacked by Bowser in the teaser trailer. And at the tippy top of the map is another completely ravaged island. Is this Bowser's Island? Maybe that crazy chase sequence with Luigi and the dry bones at the end of the teaser took place here. Next, we see a yellow toad, who's worried that they might be too adorable to stop Bowser. Look to the left edge of the screen and you'll see that there's a green toad with glasses. Did you know there's a toad in Mario lore who is known for wearing glasses? The only difference is he's blue, not green. He's known as Hint Toad, and he first appeared in Super Mario Galaxy. Lore has it that he's the smartest member of the Toad Brigade and is a special attendant and guard to the princess. I'll be honest, the toad species is not one of my fortes, but of course I just had to go looking for one with a bow tie like the yellow and red toads in the same shot. I did a search for bow tie toad and this was the result. Yikes! Needless to say, if you think you know who these specific toads are, be sure to drop some knowledge in the comments. The action takes off from there. Mario trains on a stage right out of Super Mario Maker, the series of games where you can custom make levels to play. Man, Mario's got a long way to go if he thinks he's going to take on Bowser. He falls for just about every trap ever created in a Super Mario Bros. Video game. He's lucky that fire bar's not, on fire. He gets jacked head-on by a bullet bill and literally falls for one of the oldest platform traps in the book. To top it all off, in the following sequence, he gets up close and personal with a Cheep Cheep who proceeds to suck on his face. Ay ay ay. Hey, I know the feeling. I remember the flying Cheep Cheep level from the original Super Mario Bros. When I was a kid, and man, was that tough. Well, at least Mario's got till April to figure it all out. Do we really have to wait that long for this movie to come out? The tides seem to change in the nick of time after we see a fireball on a collision course for Princess Peach's castle, aka the Mushroom Castle, aka Castle Toadstool. We get a shot of Mario flying in a furry costume, but that's not just any ordinary costume, it's the ultra-rare and legendary Tanooki Suit, introduced in Super Mario Bros. 3, a rare item to find. It allowed Mario and Luigi the power of flight, just like the raccoon tail, but it also allowed them to turn into stone statues that were impervious to enemy attacks. Things really heat up as Princess Peach summons the power of a famous fire flower. I knew they had to incorporate that power up somehow. We also get a preview of some rocky structures straight out of the rock candy mines from Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. The ice castle from the teaser trailer. Hey, back that up! Was that a pack of Yoshis? They're moving in herds. They do move in herds. Sorry, I was channeling my inner Dr. Grant. Actually, if a reference is to be taken from this, you don't have to go all the way to Jurassic Park. Just check out the Yoshi Stampede from the games Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Super Smash Bros. Melee before that. Things get real trippy when Mario and Luigi are being sucked through some sort of galaxy warp. As wild and beautiful as that sequence is, the big reveal is just ahead. Remember when I asked if you knew what kind of suit Peach was wearing? Well, it's a racing suit, like the one she wears in the Mario Kart series, specifically Mario Kart Wii, where she rode a motorcycle, which can only mean Mario's foot puts the pedal to the metal. That's right, kids, Mario Kart racing is in the movie! And what's Mario Kart without Rainbow Road? There she is, in all her glory. Mario seems to be leading a team of allies heading somewhere, including Peach on her trusty motorbike. Judging from behind, some of their crew looked armed to the teeth. Mario gives his famous jump and trademark Wahoo! And we're treated to the final title screen with a much fuller adaptation of the famous Super Mario theme song. From the look of things, the creators of the Super Mario Bros. Movie have fleshed out a story and built a world that does the ultimate in fan service. I wish I could take a warp pipe to April 2023 right now. Until then, I hope you enjoyed this video and found some cool new details you might have missed from the Super Mario Bros. Movie official trailer. Did you notice anything we missed? Let us know in the comments, and of course, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Movie Logic for more daily movie trivia, secrets, and Easter eggs.